Is there further discussion on the ANS? If there's no further discussion on the amendment, it's now in order to consider amendments to the ANS to H.R. 2462. I recognize Ranking Member Huffman for the purpose of offering an amendment designated Huffman number 1. Without objection, the amendment is considered read.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Huffman, if I can
Yeah.
to make an announcement, there is some food in the back room if members are
That's
here.
an important, yeah, thank you.
Wanted to make sure everybody knew that. You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This amendment would require that there's actually a demonstrated need before this legislation takes effect. That's pretty reasonable and frankly is the responsible way to go here. The bill, if it passes, would remove important safeguards that are built into the Migratory Bird Treaty Act, and it would do that without any justification. Again, we all agree that you need in some cases to manage and even to kill black vultures. We have a system that allows for that, a system of permits very generously allocated to all of the states. The requests for those permits are nowhere near the amount of available permits. So there's simply every reason to believe that we can accommodate actual, real depredation demands without violating the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. So I understand the legitimate concerns of livestock producers about black vulture predation. We support giving farmers the tools that they need to protect their livestock. We have done that. We've done it in a bipartisan way. We comprehensively addressed this issue last year when we passed the ACE Act. We did not just talk about it, we actually solved it. And that law codified the Black Vulture Livestock Protection Permit Program, giving producers lethal and non-lethal tools so that they can protect their herds. The data is just very clear on this. I mentioned earlier that the Fish and Wildlife Service has confirmed permit availability far exceeding demand in every participating state. We've made it incredibly easy to get those permits. It's not prohibitively expensive. There's not a lot of red tape. So my amendment is very straightforward. If permit requests actually exceed permit availability for 2 consecutive years, this legislation goes right into effect. This ensures that we only eliminate these treaty protections if there's a proven sustained demand that the current system cannot accommodate. If proponents are correct that additional tools are needed, then this provision is absolutely going to kick in. It's going to give them what they want. If current permits are sufficient, though, as all evidence indicates they are, we preserve important protections and continue to honor the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. I urge support for my amendment and yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Is there further discussion on the amendment? I recognize myself. Again, livestock producers need urgent relief from costly and dangerous black vulture attacks. This amendment simply delays that critical relief. H.R. 2462 provides livestock producers with the ability to take vultures where and when it makes sense. Now, in regards to the existing permit program that allows a farmer or rancher to take 10 black vultures per year, that is simply not enough. So I think a lot of these farmers are not even bothering with getting the permits, especially when large flocks of 40 to 50 birds regularly descend on a helpless calf. The simple math shows us that having a yearly maximum take of 10 is not enough. It's more common sense to allow the farmers to protect their livestock. The legislation requires that they report their take at the end of the year. This is something that can be monitored and that can give farmers relief and also will help us to manage this massive population of black vultures that are doing considerable damage to livestock across the country. I urge my colleagues to oppose the amendment, and I yield back. Is there further discussion on the amendment?